Well, good morning. On Friday the 8th of January 2010. This is me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting from Haslingden, near Manchester in the UK. The subject I would like to speak about today is Britain a free country? Britain considers itself a democratic and free country. Indeed, we often refer to ourselves as the mother of parliaments. But is this correct? I have just returned from my second trip to Romania, and I consider that despite 40 years of communism, they have a country which is freer than ours and has a standard of living at least as good as, if not better than ours in some respects. I stayed in Bucharest, which they call Bucuresti, which, as you may know, is full of Soviet-style blocks of flats, mostly 10 or 12 stories high, which are over 30 years old. Well, they may look ugly, but they are most certainly warm and snug in winter. And despite a great deal of snow, their transport system never failed. The quaint old trams, which clank and trundle along the boulevards so efficiently, kept going through it all, even through the Christmas holidays. We don't even have transport on a Christmas day or Boxing Day. Now we come to what I call the bitter bit. This nation of Great Britain has been a Christian country for 2,000 years, and it has stood us in good stead through many hardships, wars and difficulties. Yes, there have been mistakes in our religious history, times when one sect despised another, when one faith denounced another, times when many emigrated to the New World seeking religious toleration. All that is down to allowing the mind to get mixed up with religious feelings. Today, we have come to a sorry pass when it is against the law to wear a crucifix to work, or when a teacher can be sacked for compassionately offering to pray for a pupil in difficulties. Are we not in dire straits when one is no longer permitted to believe what the good books tell us about various aspects of personal conduct here on earth? And I include both the Bible and the Quran. The present government in Britain was elected with a majority of over 60 members of Parliament, but received only 33% of the popular vote. I repeat, a big majority, but only 33% of the popular vote. That is, of course, thanks to our undemocratic first-past-the-post voting system. Now, without a proper and democratic mandate, what does this government do? First of all, it took us into a war in Iraq, which many, if not most of us, now believe was wrong in the extreme. Apart from all those killed and the billions we have spent, what has it brought us to? Iran is now causing more mischief than ever Iraq did. Just think about it. So, it then sets about, it seems to me, to do its darndest to do everything completely against what the Almighty guided us to do, both in the Bible and in the Quran. I'm not only talking about wearing a crucifix to work or praying for a pupil. Don't forget, they wanted to foist upon us Las Vegas-style casinos in many of our major cities, despite seeing the evidence and the appalling misery such activities provoked in Australia. Then they brought in 24-hour, round-the-clock opening hours for pubs and clubs. We later discovered that quite a number of the members of Parliament involved in this government, including so-called lords and ladies, had been fiddling their expenses. I ask you, many of our MPs are of the persuasion that there is no creator, and that all life on earth began so-called accidentally and ends at death, and they seek to prevent anyone holding the Christian, Muslim or Jewish belief in life after death. If you believe there's no life after death, you will believe anything. I was surprised that so many of our young people turn to drink and drugs, when all we can explain to them about life is that it is short, accidental, and miserable, and ends totally in a few short years. When we can't explain to them the true glories of this short vacation here on earth. Is that not the case? I hope no one will be offended by my remarks. In my own case, I am not simply speaking from belief. I am speaking from the absolute certainty of the daily experience in my own life of my Creator. I am very sad that there is such a divide between the three great faiths. If you analyse why that is so, when all Christians, Muslims and Jews all believe in the one true God. Think about it and reflect on it. Is it not because of our attitudes to the three prophets and not to the one true God? Think about it. Couldn't we all kneel down together, Christians, Muslims and Jews, and say the Our Father without anyone feeling awkward or difficult or embarrassed? Why can't we do that? I am even sadder that so many have no beliefs of any kind. And it doesn't surprise me that so many turned for solace to alcohol and drugs to escape the miserable reality of a life without meaning or purpose. At the next election, we deserve better. Please make a point of taking the trouble to vote. Please also consider the beliefs of those you vote for. It is time to go back to our Christian heritage, when one is encouraged to love one's neighbour. It is time to stand up for freedom of speech, freedom of belief, and freedom in general. We fought hard enough to get it. Thank you. Have a nice day. God bless you all. And if you want to take me to court for saying God bless you, go ahead, Mr. Brown. Go ahead. Thank you.